All right, folks, Alabama Floats with yours truly, Dan from Southern Paddler Channel. Today we're on Bluewater Creek. We've been here a couple times before and wanted to give it another go. You ready?
Stay warm this morning.
It is a little chilly this morning. I hadn't checked the temps.
It was low 40s when we got up.
Okay, about low 40s we got up. We met a little 4-7 and I don't even know what time it is now. Let's see. 8:15. So we're about to get loaded up and shoved off here. And the sun's trying to come. It's been out and then clouds came in. Now it's coming back out. So we're really hoping the sun stays out because that every little bit of light we get is going to keep it warm. The high is just barely going to be 60. So it's going to be a little chilly, but
we'll make it.
It's yep. Looks like a beautiful day to be on Bluewater Creek, so let's go, y'all. Oh no.
Luckily I got sunscreen.
Yeah, I meant to actually mention that. Say that it'd probably be a day that we'd need sunscreen. Hey y'all, Dan with the Southern Paddler Channel here. Today I'm on Bluewater Creek in Lauderdale County, Alabama. I'm with Alabama Floats. He's back there fishing. I'm paddling on up ahead to find a spot to pull over and make some coffee. It's somewhere between 8:30 and 9 in the morning. Been on the water a little while. I think this is about the third time I've done Bluewater Creek. Alabama Floats and I have done it each time. First time it was pretty low and I had to drag a lot. Second time it was perfect and just zipped on through. This is in between those two. It's not as low as the first time, but it's not as high as the second time. And we got good flow, and it's I think we'll be okay. I've scraped a few times, but in some of the shoals, you definitely have to kind of pay attention and pick your line. So far it's been really nice, but it's a little cool. You know, we've had some really nice days, really warm days for, you know, it's like March the 11th, I think. And yeah, for early March, you know, there's a lot of green, trees already blooming. We've had an early spring, earlier than usual. So it's pretty out, but it's kind of cooled off. The high today is maybe going to be about 60. We've had some days in the 70s, and I think probably even hit 80 once or twice, but that's okay. It's still a pretty day, and so we're just going to enjoy this early spring trip on Bluewater Creek. And I'm going to find me a spot up here to make some coffee, and I'll check back after that. All right, found me a nice spot here on the side of Bluewater Creek. There's my boat looking downstream. Pan upstream here, you can kind of see it through the brush. I'm on a little bit of a, it's not really an island. There might be some water on the backside over there, but just a little big rock bar here. And here's my table. Got my coffee already made, and it's cooling off just a little bit. And I've stopped here before. This might even be where Dave and I ate on one of our trips, but I know I've stopped here maybe every time. But yeah, I wanted to get a little bit ahead of him. I'm about 2 miles in. Trip time's been about an hour, so as soon as we put in, I talked to him a little bit. He caught a smallmouth right off the bat, and so I just came on downstream to find a spot to set up to have my coffee. And I'm gonna stop a little bit later. Brought stuff to grill. Got us some skewers and some stuffed mushrooms. So that'll be good. We'll be having lunch a little bit later. Man, the sun is coming out and it feels so nice. I've already gotten out of my hoodie. Had to take my toboggan off, and might even shed this long sleeve. I didn't think it'd get warm enough to shed the long sleeve, but I might. I do have a short sleeve under it, so we'll see. But beautiful day, and man, just enjoying this. And so I'm just going to enjoy my coffee and listen to this water running down through this little shoal right there. And we'll check back with y'all in a little bit. Alabama floats in the wild.
Man, I've been doing a lot more floating than I have catching.
Uh-oh. I just contemplated to the camera about, it's been 2 hours. Let's see, 2 hours. And I think we've gone about 2 miles. So I'd say he's probably done pretty good. Since I haven't seen him sooner, but yeah, we'll see. I speculated you had found him.
Negative.
Uh-oh. What you want to do about lunch?
Man, it's whatever. I just ate my little bag of pork skin, so I ain't crazy hungry.
All right. I'm not really super hungry either, but I also don't really have any snacks. I think I might have like one little granola bar or something, but
I think I got one Cliff bar left. That's about it. Yeah,
right.
whenever you're ready.
All right, we'll wait an hour or so, and then we'll figure it out. We're gonna watch Alabama floats go through this rapids, and we'll know which way not to go. Just talked to Alabama floats. We're not crazy hungry right now. It's I think 10:30, 11, not really lunchtime. It's 10:35, yeah. So not really time to eat, but we were just figuring out a plan, but we're gonna wait. So I imagine it'll be 12 or later before we really even think about it again. But I'm just sitting here. Man, look at that. Just this little rock bar. Water coming through there. That's an island right there. And see, there's the end of it. You can see water coming out over there. Canoe here, little shoal there, and bend in the creek and rock wall down there. Alabama floats fishing. Not sure if you can see them through the trees, but I've literally been sitting here for over an hour. I had a couple cups of coffee and just you know, it was kind of cool this morning. The sun right now feels really warm. I've come out of my hoodie and toboggan, and like right now sitting here, it's perfect. Obviously I would, you know, it'd be nice being in shorts, you know, and a tank top or something, but for early March, this is beautiful weather. I'm just glad it's not freezing, the wind's not crazy. Just sitting here just taking it in, and man, this is what I enjoy, to be able to come out on a trip like this, ease down the river, stop, get out, set up a chair or whatever, sit down, just soak it in. Just, you know, it just stretches the trip out. It stretches out the peace, the serenity, the nature, the quiet, the away from hustle and bustle and everything. Just such a refreshing time for me. So I'm going to chill here for just a second and get back on the water and catch up with Alabama Floats. I will say that I really like using my canoe paddle. I try to use it as much as possible, but there's certain circumstances that pretty well mandate that I use the kayak paddle. One would be wind. When you're having to fight the wind, kayak paddle, you just got to blade in the water more often, and it helps. A lot of distance to cover. Kayak paddle, you're going to make distance and time better. And in this, on the case of this creek here, it's so shallow that I just, I can't get I have a long paddle. I have another one that's shorter, but I don't want to bring two. But on shallow water, the kayak paddle, because the blades are out further and you keep it flatter and it works better on this shallow creek. So that's why I'm using it today. But normally, a creek like this, when you've got plenty of current, you're not having to really pull the boat a lot, you're just steering. It's perfect for the canoe paddle, but again, it's so shallow that you're probably gonna see me using the kayak paddle more times than not. So that's the way it is.
Uh-oh, hung up? There you go, just ease on around with it. Almost there. That's probably the worst spot right there.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like below this bridge it's not that bad. Seems like below the bridge it's not that bad. I think that's probably the worst spot right there. There's a little bit of a shoal right here at this bridge. Here we go. How's it going? Very good.
Well, we're about 2/3 done. Done about 4 of the 6 or so miles. Just had my first battery change. Got new cameras for this trip. Did a short trip during the week. Hope this wind noise isn't picking up. Maybe. Did a short trip during the week. First trip with my new GoPro Hero 10s. I say new, they're new to me, and they're new cameras, but they're not the latest. The latest are 11s, but I didn't want to pay what they're asking for the 11s, so I bought 10s. Anyway, I've been using Hero 8s. They started glitching out. They would stop recording the video. It stopped again. It did when I talked about this Thursday. Anyway, they stop or they would be recording, and then all of a sudden the video would stop, but then the audio would keep going. But I wouldn't know it till I got home. There's no indication from the camera that it's doing that. And with a big trip coming up next month, and really any trip, it's like, I don't want to get home and find out that I've lost footage. So I've had them 3 years. I feel like they should last longer. But if I'm honest, in those 3 years, I've used them almost every weekend, and sometimes maybe twice a week. I put a lot of trips on them. They've seen 100-degree weather. They've seen sub 20 degree, like in the teens weather, camping out overnight, sitting there freezing. There's been drops. There's been the one that was on the pole camera. Well, both of them, but especially that one has been underwater so many times. Not only I flipped a few times, but then that pole has been broken off by limbs and dunked. So I haven't abused them. I tried to take care of them as best as I could, but over the course of those 3 years, they've done a lot of trips. They've been through some tough times. So I don't know if they should last longer than 3 years. I still think so, but whatever. I've got 2 new GoPro Hero 10s. So this is my first full trip with them. Like I said, I did do a short trip Thursday afternoon of this week, but this is the first long one. Again, this is my first battery change after 4 miles, but you know, I'm using the voice command to turn them off. The problem is that once they're off, if I turn them, I can start and stop recording, but I can't, and I can turn them off, but if I do, I can't turn them back on. I don't like that at all. The Hero 8s I could, but on the Hero, I don't know if it's 9 or 10 it starts with, you can't turn them on with voice commands. So I had to buy like an $80 remote. Again, it's a racket, you know, GoPro, shame on y'all, but there's nothing else out there that really does what y'all do. So I will say they are, they're the standard for whatever reason. They just are, and they're pretty good. Okay, they're good cameras, but I'm not sure I'm happy with only 3 years life. It was one of them. I have 2. One of them was doing it, the other one, not yet, but still. But they are the standard, so thank you for what y'all do. Anyway, got 2 Hero 10s, and I'm getting ready for my big week-long trip up in Missouri next month. So this is I'm want to get used to them. Had to buy new batteries, new chargers, figure out I can't turn them on with voice command. You know, it's a process figuring them out, and that's why you do these trips with new gear, get all the kinks worked out, and then when it comes time for the big Missouri trip, I'll be ready to go, hopefully. So anyway, let's keep going down the Bluewater Creek here and see how these Hero 10s are doing. Oh, sweet. Maybe Mama's in there too. Hey, no rush. Well, like I said, we're making pretty good time. So. All right, that'd be the like 24th and 25th.
Oh, never mind.
Oh crap! What you got?
Parent weekend.
Ah. Oh, look at.
What is it? Oh no, snake. No, I thought.
Dang it! Thought that rod been over. Thought you had a big boy. Whew. I think we hit that one about right. Oh, there's the tree. Crap. Oh, crap.
This is wood for the rod. I could go under. Well, the camera rods.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a setup right there on the right, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little pole barn, a bunch of land cleared off right down against the creek.
Yep.
That's how you do it right there. Again, we scraped a few times and hadn't had to actually get out, so that's a good trip. Yep. Dude, I wish I had a dang gauge on this creek though. It would. It's been a great trip. Alabama Floats and I have had a great time. He's caught a few fish, and it's just been so pretty on this early spring day. So thank you for joining us on our trip, and we'll see you all on the next one.